Richard Hart. This is Jan Yanni Harold. We're going back to the 50s tonight. Come along.
Look at all this. Richard, remember the 50s?
Well, I was still developing consciousness at the time, but I do, yeah. Grease back your hair, white socks.
White socks like this, sweaters like this, pearls for women, and you had to wear, if you were going with a guy, you had to wear the class ring on a chain. Remember that?
Right, on the chain, on the finger, and everyone's getting pretty esoteric and pretty specific as to what was or was not worn in the 50s. These people know everything about the clothing, and they're pretty authentic tonight. We're going to find out a little bit more about the clothing, right?
That's right. We'll talk to people who know all about the 50s and know how to jitterbug, the dance of the 50s.
That's the topic of our first story tonight. We're going to meet some people who are keeping the 50s and jitterbug alive in San Francisco today. Jan, for a closer look at what it was like in the 50s.
Well, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, ooh, wee. Look at that, look at that, look at that, ooh, wee. Oh, wee. Well, she's so fine, she's so...
Remember this? It's not disco, it's not the twist, it's not even the mashed potatoes. It started way before those dances. This is called jitterbug dancing.
In an age of expensive million-dollar discos boasting elaborate lighting systems, this is a flash from the past. The Avenue Ballroom in San Francisco, where jitterbugging is where it's at. So bring out your saddle shoes, poodle skirts, and bobby socks, and come with us to relive the 50s.
It's just a great way to spend a Saturday or a Friday night and have a lot of fun doing it.
It gets you into that rock and roll that makes you want to dance and say, yeah, 50s are here. I love it, I love it. There's nothing better than 50s because it makes you want to dance and do it.
Move the tables and roll the rug up. Shut the windows and lock the door. While I try to dig the little brown jug up on me.
From what we can tell, jitterbugging started sometime in the 30s and reached its peak with the big bands of the 40s. From the style and energy of these dancers, you can easily see how jitterbugging got its name. It was the same style, though, that shocked a lot of parents who found this dance just too outrageous.
The boogie woogie was never like this. We got a new beat that no one can miss. Your boogie woogie sent you like I think it did. Go to the bar, we'll flip you a lead. Move the tables and roll the rug up.
Today, jitterbugging is alive and well here at the Avenue Ballroom, largely because of these two, Etta Halleck and Oz Koosed. They've been dancing together for several years and every week put on these dances. To their friends, they are known as the Jitterbug King and Queen of San Francisco.
Dancing for me is like every time you get out there, you're creating a work of art with this person. That's the excitement it holds for me, and I think a lot of other people too. We've been here at the Avenue Ballroom for over 3 years, and we seem to attract more and more people every year. We've got our dances every Saturday night, and you know, people like the contact with other people in an environment where they can actually get to know somebody.
If you don't know how to jitterbug, don't worry. Oz and Etta will teach you. Hour-long lessons are given each week to all newcomers before the dance begins.
We teach 50, 60, 70 people every Saturday, and they keep coming back. It's really not that hard, and it's really easy. We do step by step. Also, we teach the same basic lesson every Saturday, but at the end of the lesson, we teach one advanced variation, so you can keep coming back and still learn something new each week.
So with a lesson and a a bit of practice behind you, you're ready to get out there and dance with the best of them. For at the Avenue Ballroom, you don't have to be a great jitterbugger to have a good time.
I think it's going to just always be here. It's something that people like to do with each other, and it doesn't take a lot of equipment or anything to do it. I mean, it's real cheap, fun, pretty wholesome entertainment.
If Oz and Etta had their way, we'd all be jitterbugging again. In a minute, they are going to teach Richard Hart and me how it's done. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Jitterbugging steps. Do you remember Etta and Oz from our first story?
I tell you what we should do here. I think they're going to show us some of the finer points of jitterbugging. So I think I'll dance with Etta, you dance with Oz.
Good deal. Here we go. All right.
Okay, the basic count to this dance is 1 and 2 and 3. Richard, you're going to be starting with your left foot. Jan, you're going to be starting with your right. We're going to go side, side, rock, step. Side, side, rock, step. Slow.
Okay, while we do this, let's let Paul Wynn give you his good idea for your weekend. Wait a minute, Etta. I just want to, let me ask you something. One thing I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get down is a spin. The old under the arm, around. What do you think?
Sure you can. It's a piece of cake.
Right.
Okay, you lift up your left arm, pull your partner under, and start forward on your left and switch places. Good.
Okay.
Now reverse. Good. Back to the basic.
Wait, you make it easy.
Oh, it's so easy. Rock step.
Well, while we do this...
Rock. That's right.
I'm really not doing this. Let me tell you while I'm practicing this that one place you might find this kind of dancing, and also quick step, Peabody, and several other kinds, is at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in San Francisco every Friday, tea dancing from 5 to 8. Meanwhile, here's Joni Greggins with her good idea for your weekend.
Now, are you going to teach me another great one?
I'm going to teach you around the world, Jan. This step's really going to send you.
Around the world?
Yes.
Okay, how's it go?
Okay, from the basic step. Side, side, here we go. Rock, step.
Okay, Oz, wait a minute. Now, that was around the world. I want to tell you that Oz is quite a dancer, and he teaches jitterbugging here at the Avenue Ballroom every Saturday at 9. Phew. And now with his good idea for your weekend, here's great pace. Okay, back to the step. Oz showed us a few basic steps we can practice.
We'll show them right after we tell you that bicycle motocross is coming to the Cow Palace at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and motocross is part of our second story coming up in just a minute. We'll take a short break. Stay with us for that. Okay. You've driven your bike from Tam Junction to Inverness. You've motocrossed up the mountain, but you really haven't raced until you've raced on ice. That's right. Robin Young takes us to Fort Devon, Massachusetts next. It's dangerous, it's fast, it's slick.
Every Sunday.
1800s was ideal for racing on ice. It can only do 12 miles an hour. We'll be right back with a look at next week's Evening Magazine right after this. Let's take a break here to tell everybody how they can do the same thing here at the Avenue Ballroom. It's at 16th and Terraville in the city. And when can they come here?
Actually, Saturday nights is the best time to come to learn jitterbug steps. Boy, I've got to work out here. I learned more jitterbug steps than in my entire lifetime. My tennis shoes got a workout.
You know, my sweater got a workout tonight, too, come to think of it. You never run out of steps. I think you can go on learning steps for the rest of your life and learning about the clothes, too. But you come here basically, what, 9 o'clock Saturday night, 16th and Terraville. Find out all about it from Oz and from Etta. All right, next week on Evening Magazine, listen to that. Be there or be square.
Oh, Richard, did you say that?
Come on, let's dance.
All right, back to the dance floor. Have a great weekend. I want to try out some steps. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Let's liven up this crazy crowd. Come on.